Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and IFK Goteborg. We are yet to pick up any points in our Champions League campaign so far. Today, we need to get some points on the board. We face Legia of Poland away from home, and then we host Shakhtar Donetsk, where hopefully we'll get some points on the board. I already think we're not going to be able to get through to the top 24 in the knockout round this time. I think we'll be worse off than last season, but let's hope we can get some points on the board, because at the moment we have exactly 0. So 2 games today, Legia and then Shakhtar, and hopefully by then we'll have some points on the board. But if you're looking forward to the video and you're enjoying the series, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe. If you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on, check out the second channel down below. We're still playing Horizon Forbidden West over there, having fun with that. But let's jump into FM, see if we can get some points in this Champions League campaign. So last time, we didn't actually do that badly against Real Madrid. We went 1-0 down through the Valverde goal. We equalised for a penalty, and then Damsgaard got the winner for Real Madrid. But we put up a good fight. I don't think we're that bad, but didn't pick up any points. We didn't win. We didn't draw. We also successfully defended our league title for a 3rd successive time and a 4th in total. We beat BK Häcken by 3-1. But then on the final day of the season, with us unbeaten, we lost 2-0 to Hammarby and ended up not going invincible once again. We were 2 games away last season. We were 1 game away this season. Next year, surely it's got to happen. But yeah, we lost this one by 2-0. Yeah, very frustrating. Just to show you the league title, we only won by 2 points in the end because Malmo had a really good year. And 71 points is the most points a team has got without winning the league. So they did well. 7 draws, 1 defeat, and 73 points, 86 goals scored, just 23 conceded. So a good season, but again, just missing out on that invincible season. In the Champions League, we took on Bayern away from home and once again found ourselves on the losing end. Conrad Lima with the assist for Gio Reyna to make it 1-0 in the 16th minute. It was 2-0 with 3 minutes left of the first half. Julian Alvarez with the shot. Dahlberg fell in to keep it out, and it's 2-0. And late in the second half, we gave away a penalty, which was scored by Alvarez for his 2nd of the game. Dahlberg, been very good at saving penalties recently, but this time went the wrong way. So thankfully, we didn't concede 6 to Bayern this season. We halved it and conceded 3, but no reply from us. So 3 games into the Champions League, 4 games, excuse me, yet to pick up any points. 4 defeats in 4, 4 goals scored, 11 conceded. We're not looking good, although Dortmund have also lost all 4 games so far, so they're not having a fun time either. Legia have picked up 1 point, which was away against Shakhtar. We faced them in Poland first up, so hopefully we can get something on the board. Shakhtar have at least won a game. They defeated Real Madrid at home and got draws against Ajax and Legia. So these are the 2 games we need to get results in if we want anything from this league phase. Our other 2 games are away against Barca at Camp Nou, and then we host AC Milan. So yeah, those are going to be very tough games. Of course, we will have transfer news coming up over the next couple of videos, and we have almost £13 million to spend in the transfer window, and we've got wage budget as well. So that's looking really nice. So we've got 20 million in the bank. You know, the Champions League football is just going to help us with that. We just need to improve our squad enough that we can finish in that top 24, because otherwise we're going to be stuck forever in eternity, because we'll never be able to get out of the Champions League. And as long as we keep winning the league, we'll never be in the Europa League or the Conference League unless we deliberately lose the league title so that we play Europa League or Conference League football and try and win those. Because yeah, that in that way that could be better, winning those competitions rather than going out of the Champions League at the same time every season. But let's jump into the first of 2 games today. Then Legia away from home is first up. I've got a little bit of transfer news for you, and that is that Ziad Larkish is going to be joining Norwich in January. He went public with a lack of football, and I don't remember ever seeing him come to me about it, so I was a bit confused. Our team leaders, all 3 of them, that's Hausner, Dahlberg, and someone else who I forget, all came to me saying, like, you need to either play him or sell him. I ended up saying, okay, I'll sell him then. So he's going to Norwich. £1.4 million, I believe, we are getting for him. 1.3 plus add-ons, so yeah, just over £1 million. It's a shame because he was pretty decent for us, but Augustinsson's been so good at left back. Larkesh has found his game time a bit more limited, but he's going to be leaving the club in January, which means we'll probably need to find a left back if we can. We do have Cardona available as a left back, 19-year-old Colombian who's not too bad, but still needs a bit of work. I think we also have Bo van Hoof on loan. I'm not sure how good he is now. I don't think he's quite developed as much as I'd hoped. But the starting 11 today, Dahlberg, Augustinson, Bungsbo, Zagala, Hausner, Nissen, Hagen, Diagna and Andre out wide, with Matzi and Mercado up top. The wide areas, Andre has had a few poor games. And Melvin Berg is kind of at the point now where he peaked maybe a little bit too early. I mean, he got 11 assists in his sort of first full season playing with us. But I think it's a case like he did kind of peak a bit too early. So that's a player that we could look to maybe cash in on. He's worth over £2 million. And he's got a year left on his deal. So that might be somewhere we look to move on to maybe improve one of the other Swedish sides. Because he's a talented player. But I just think he might have peaked a bit too early for us. And he had a lengthy injury as well, which didn't help. But let's send the team out and let's see if we can get some points on the board in Europe this season. Because so far we've lost 4 out of 4. And we need to get some points on the board. Otherwise it's going to be a pretty disastrous campaign. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can get some points on the board. Because we haven't really been playing that badly. You know, we didn't offer much against Bayern. That was a very one-sided game. But we gave the game to Real Madrid, which was good to see. Leverkusen was a very disappointing game. And against West Ham, we did put 3 past them, but we also conceded 5. So, you know, we haven't been at our worst in this campaign. We just haven't got any points yet. It's just the end of it, really. But let's see if we can change that today. We've lost the ball in midfield, though, so this isn't a good start to the game. And here's Zaremba. He does need a bit of support. It's coming, though. It's Strzelec. And Legia have scored. We're inside 3 minutes. And this isn't a good start. Game's barely got going. Hagen gave the ball away cheaply in midfield. Zaremba did really well to hold it up and wait for those white shirts. Strzelec came in and scored from just inside. 1-0 inside 3 minutes. Okay, I've changed things up to be a bit more aggressive because we are keeping the ball well so far, but we haven't really created any chances. I think we've had 1 shot at goal, but Hagen has found Matzi there, and surely this is the equalising goal, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Free kick here with Augustinson, 28th minute of the match, headed away by Zielkowski. Here's Zagolar, and here's Hausner. We've kept the ball well today, but chance-wise, we haven't really created too much. We had a big chance with Matzi earlier on, but it was saved. That's a great ball, though, but just a little bit too much on it. And the keeper comes to collect. Nice idea, though. Strzelec on the edge of the box here, about 25 yards out. Here's Baku. They have the entire of the capital of Azerbaijan playing for them. And Zaremba's through again. It's 2-0 Legia. These guys have got, what, 1 point all things so far? They're 2-0 up against us. This is a really disastrous campaign so far. 4 losses out of 4, and now we're 2 down against the Poles. What's going on here? Baku to Slits. And it was Muti through the legs of, who's that? Through the legs of Malay Diagna. And this is a really disappointing performance so far. 62% possession, passing well, but we've let ourselves down, like, a lot here. Andre with a free kick. About 10 minutes to go of the first half. It's not a good free kick, though. Here's Hagen and here's Zagolar. Now, can we get back into this game before half-time? Not if Hagen does that. He's had a horror... How is he on a 6.9? He's given the ball away twice. How are you got a 6.9? Long ball does not find a white shirt. Zagolar goes long, but there's no one up there. Slits to Strzelec. Oh, Zaremba's on a hat-trick here, and he's going to get it, isn't he? Oh, no, actually, it was well diverted by Dolberg. Okay, I changed the wide men, and they done worse than Ondrejka and Berg would have done. So, bit of a mistake with me picking the team there. And Matzier had a big chance up top, but other than that, has not done well enough. We're 2-0 down. I'm going to just say show me something else in this second half. I'm going to change both wide men because they've really disappointed me. So Berg and Ondrejka are going to come on. Matzier will keep up top. Hagen is lucky to get a 7 for the match so far. He's given the ball away twice. We'll fire up for the second half and try and get back into this game. Because 5 losses out of 5 is not where we want to be. This could be an embarrassing Champions League campaign. But we've got 58 minutes gone here. Hausner with the throw in. And here's Mauricio Mercado to Hagen. Matzier has got to go for goal here. And he does. We've got the goal back. And it's the 32nd goal for the season for the South African. It's 2-1. We're back in this game. We've still got some work to do though. All came from the Sebastian Hausner throw-in. It was Mauricio Mercado with the ball. Hagen with the ball to Matzier. I mean, his forward play Hagen's good, but he's made 2 mistakes in midfield today. Here is Berg. Mercado could go for goal here, and he's not far off the woodwork. This is better from us. I'm going to make a third change, though. Nissen is going to come off because he's getting a bit tired. Manas Nkuzu is going to come on. I'm also going to take off Mercado, and I'm going to bring on Olivieri. I need to be careful with Mercado, though. He's a star player at 18. I can't really afford to be taking him off all the time because I think he will get grumpy. Here's Olivieri. He's fresh on from the subs bench. Hausner coming forward. That's a great ball for Matzier. It's in. Is it going to count as the question? It's going to go to VAR and be checked. But we'll see if we've managed to equalise to 2-2. The decision is it's been given. We've equalised. We've come back from 2-0 down. And it's 2-2. We're on course to maybe get our first points of the Champions League this season. Hausner with the ball. Matzier, he was just onside. It was close. But the goal stands. 2-2. I mean, we'll see just how close this was. I mean, that is as tight as it could be, isn't it? That's very, very close. But 2 goals from Matzier has got us back into this game at 2-2. Header forward to Zaremba, and here's Baku. And that's a really good ball for Ribrianek, but he's blazed it over. But that was a great ball. I'm going to take it back off and drop those lines a bit, because I think they are getting behind us a bit. But we're going to keep it positive, you know, take those risks if we need to. Let's see if we can maybe get a win from this. We're in a good position here. We've got the momentum. And Matzier might be on a hat-trick here. He's got ahead of the defender. And Matzier has got himself a hat-trick to lead for the first time. 72 minutes. It's 3-2. What a turnaround this has been. We were 2-0 down. Not playing badly by any means. But the changes have really, really made an effect. I mean, Ondrejka and Berg have both come on. 6.8 for both of them. But Matzier has individually turned this game on its head. It's 3-2. Still need to be careful though, because Legia definitely have something to offer. Here's Chilaka. Ribrianek to Zaremba, who's on a hat-trick himself. That's in. There's going to be another one that goes to VAR, but we'll see what happens here. This could be 3-3. I didn't think this would be a goal fest, but here we go. And that goal's been disallowed. It stays 3-2. We stay in front with about 15 minutes left of normal time. It was at Chilaka to Ribrianek. And again, it's a very close call, but VAR says Zaremba was offside. He's going to have to wait for that hat-trick. He didn't even get it, actually, because Rizale got the first goal, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Haga making a run into the channel. That's a good ball for Berg. Berg with a chance, and it's Ondrejka with their header, but it's off the post, and it's not even cleared yet. Ondrejka's had another go, but that time it's wide. Well, we've got 6 minutes of added time, and it looks like we're going to get our first points of the campaign, and we're going to get all 3 as well. We were 2-0 down inside half an hour, and we've ended up with all 3. A hat-trick in the second half from Retable Matzier gives us the win, and he's individually turned this game around and got us 3 points. What a good result that is in the end in Poland, and the hat-trick changes it for us. So our first 3 points of the campaign puts us up to the heaviest heights of 30th place, alongside West Ham, Trabzonspor, Marseille, PAOK. Bit of momentum there to take into the home game against Shakhtar. They're in 15th. They're playing fairly well. But we'll see if we can make it 2 wins on the bounce. Looking back at Berg, he's got a year left on his deal, but he is homegrown. So that would really help us fill out those quotas if he was just a bench player. But he expects to start the majority of matches, and I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see if we can maybe do something with that. Will he take squad player? He will. Okay, that's fine. Dahlberg has just picked up an ankle injury. He's going to keep out for a couple of weeks. That means we don't have Tapia anymore either. Guillermo Bilbao, is he not registered? Oh, shit. We might be in trouble here. I don't think we have a goalkeeper registered for the Champions League, apart from Dahlberg, who's injured, because Tapia's just left. If we were going to play Guillermo Bilbao, he's now got a tight hamstring. Are we going to have any goalkeepers left? I mean, Tapia's already signed for O'Higgins, so it was a very quick deal done there. Okay, so Dahlberg's injured. What options do we actually have for a goalkeeper? Guillermo Bilbao is not registered for the Champions League, so we can't play him. Tapia has left. Do we actually have a goalkeeper that we can play, or are we going to have to play grade out goalkeeper? Revelino's not registered. Pionita's not registered. It's going to have to be 21-year-old Gisli Björgvinsson from Iceland. Signed him on a free back in 2025 from Valur. It's going to have to be him. I mean, at what point do we end up putting an outfield player in goal? Like, is that beyond the realm of possibility? I don't know. But we're going to go with the same starting 11 as we did against Legia, apart from the wide changes. Ondrejka and Berg will get their places back. But we're against Shakhtar of Ukraine. Renato Sanchez is playing for them. Pedrinho, Malcolm, Lucina Traore, Adrian Rabiot's on the bench. This is a side with some big names in it. And we did get the result on our first points against Legia. So let's see how this one goes. We're at home this time. We have the home field advantage. Let's see if we can use it. And hopefully, Björgvinsson won't be called into action too much. Well, Vinicius has got some space out wide here, and we're inside 2 minutes, and we're already being faced with a Shakhtar attack. Here's Maicon. It's Sudakov, and, well, it's taking less time for them to score than it did for Legia to score. We're inside 2 minutes, and Sudakov has beaten the young Bjorn Vincent. His first senior game in goal, and he's facing Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. If ever there's a baptism of fire, this is it. Maicon with the ball to Sudakov, loads of space to pick his spot, and it's a good finish, actually. There's no way Bjorn Vincent was getting to that. There's no way Dahlberg was getting to that, let's be honest. The game has quietened down a little bit since that goal, though. Shakhtar edging the possession. Just one shot each, though, so not the most enthralling game so far. In fact, their goal registered 0.08 XG, so it's been a pretty dull first half. Yeah, I think that goal may have been the only highlight of that first half where we had just one shot. Passing was good, but didn't really progress any further forwards. Here we go. Here's Elias Hagen on the ball. We're about 52 minutes into the game, and we're finally seeing some football here. Melvin Berg with it, and he's found Matzier, and this might be the big chance for us to equalise if he can get the shot away, but he can't. It's well saved. And here's Kornienko to Matvienko, and now Renato Sanchez, Sudakov, Malcolm, and now Shakhtar on the attack themselves. Sudakov, Sanchez, looking for Pedrinho, and he will get on the end of it. We've got some defending to do here. It's pulled back from Maicon, and it's 2-0 to Shakhtar Donetsk. Maicon gets his goal, and it's 2-0. I mean, Shakhtar are a good side. You know, probably Ukrainian champions. And, yeah, we could have done better here. It's been a pretty poor game, but Shakhtar are now 2 goals to the good. Matzier has had nothing up front. I'm going to get him off. I'm going to bring on Kulikov. I'm also going to take off Ondrejka and bring on Diagna and see if that can do anything for us. How have Shakhtar had 2 goals and yet their XG is 0.33? Well, this has been a pretty lackluster game. Shakhtar have their 2 goals, but chance-wise, we haven't really seen anything for us. We've had a couple of shots on target, but we've been pretty disappointing in this one. We'll make some changes. Finistera's going to come on again. Kuzia's going to come on again. 3 minutes of injury time. It's been a nothing game, this really, isn't it? It's been pretty routine for Shakhtar. They've had 2 goals. Haven't really needed much more than that. We've not really had a chance, but there might be a chance here, though. Here's Kulikov, and it's Mikado, but it's deflected. And that will be cleared. And we've got about 2 minutes of injury time to try and save something in this game, but it's not going to happen. 3 minutes are up. It's a 2-0 home defeat against Shakhtar. That's our 5th defeat in 6 Champions League games. Thankfully, we have points on the board because we defeated Legia. But yeah, not a good performance, that one. So 2 games to go, and they're against Barcelona and AC Milan. Barcelona are currently in 14th. AC Milan are in 3rd, 4 wins out of 6. We are down in 32nd place with 3 points on the board. We at least got ourselves a win. So yeah, we're looking to get less points than we did last season. We got 9 last year. We need to beat them both if we want to get 9 against this year. And I think likeliness is we're going to end up with just 3 points, isn't it? But we'll see. We've got 2 games. We'll play the next time, and we'll see where we finish up. It's just a shame that there's no dropping down to the Europa League anymore, because I feel like we could have maybe done something in the knockouts there, but you know, that's not how it works anymore. So we are going to have to make some really good transfers over the next little while if we want to get into that top 24. We did just come short last season, but I think we had some tougher games this time around, and yeah, I think we're going to need to do a lot of work to get into this top 24. I think we're going to really struggle. I think this is going to take longer than anything has so far. Like winning the league, I think we did it in like our 2nd season. We've done it 4 times, 3 in a row. That's fine, but if we keep winning the league, we're going to get to this point in the Champions League and never progress. So we need to change something. I don't know what that's going to be, but we need to work out how we're going to get into that top 24, because otherwise we're going to be stuck here and it's going to stagnate and the same thing's going to happen every year. So changes need to be made. I don't know what those changes are, but I'll have a look. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Check out the 2nd channel down below. We did at least get some points on the board today. We came from behind to beat Legia 3-2, a hat-trick by Matzier, changing the game, and get some points on the board, which is good. But next time, we'll see what we can get against Barcelona and AC Milan. Try and have a strong finish to this campaign and, you know, not embarrass ourselves too much. We'll see if that happens or not. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.